Alright, hello, welcome everybody. So, tonight I'm going to be playing some Mono Red Managorger Phoenix in Historic using Best of 3. And so let's do a quick deck tech and then we'll get into some Best of 3 matches. Don't know how many I'll do, but hey, let's figure it out. So, the core of the deck, the namesake, is Managorger Phoenix, which is a new card from Historic to Historic. It's just a brand new digital card. And it's a red flying 2/2. It can't block, but it kind of has the, standard Phoenix package of if it's in the yard, you could do something to bring it back. In this case, whenever I cast a spell, it counts pips, puts some counters on, and then if it has enough counters, it comes back to the battlefield with +1/+1. So this kind of gives red a scrap heap scrounger type of effect, and it's just a bear when you start with it, but it can kind of grow out of control with one of our little combo cards. Also, a new card to historic from Jumpstart. This little 1/1 haste for 1. But the upside on this particular creature is when it enters the battlefield, pick a creature in your hand and it perpetually gets haste. So every time that this Managorger Phoenix comes back from the yard, it not only gets +1/+1 perpetually, but it will also have haste. So it makes it a much bigger threat, especially in multiples. So let's check out the rest of the deck. We have 4 Soulscar Mages. Any aggro red deck running spells does want some number of these. Just getting on board quickly and being able to apply -1/-1 counters for things is really helpful, and especially in the hardened scales matchups, this has been one way to mess with the Ozolith, as well as just even if you can't deal with creatures permanently, you can at least get them smaller and more containable for a race. Robber of the Rich is definitely something that you're interested in if you're dumping your hand out, or if you're playing against Archmage Charmed decks that are drawing cards, because you can random card draw spells or expressive iteration or things like that. It's not the most impressive body, but is a 2/2 for 2 at its floor. Having reach is kind of incidental, so we're playing this. Static Discharge, new Jumpstart. It's a 2-mana sorcery speed lightning strike that gets better every time you cast it. So the second one deals 4 damage, the third one deals 5 damage, which is really, really nice. We have Shatter Skull Smashing, that adds to our lands. And then some All-Stars of Formats Past, Bonecrusher Giant, Light Up the Stage, Seasoned Pyromancer, which is a 4 of. I'm not sure if 4 is the right number here, but I really do like it. It helps us filter away bad drops when we need to dig to our 4 drops. 4 of Goblin Chain Whirler. Having 3 red pips is a big deal for Managorger Phoenix, because 2 of these, this goes a long way to getting it. One spell, it gets you halfway done. We have a Hazoret and 2 Chandra Torch of Defiance as our top end. Hazoret can't attack unless I'm basically Hellbent, which is really fun, but you also get to turn cards into shocks, which is or opponent shocks, which is very helpful, and is indestructible, which could be very useful. Chandra Torch of Defiance, just a very, very good card. It's card advantage, it's removal on a stick if you have board stall, does what you want it to do, even if it does take some turns. Then Ox of Agonis is our Bedlam Reveler. We don't really escape it all too often, which is why it's one of in the list, but being able to play it and dump your hand out, it might dump out a Managorger Phoenix, or maybe you're just Hellbound from using Hazoret, and you want to just draw 3 cards. This is a very, very good way to do it. So, between Seasoned Pyromancer and Ox, I'm not sure if Hazoret's the right include here, but I'm paying attention specifically to Hazoret and Ox, and saying, hey, do I want 2 Hazoret, no Ox, 0 Hazoret, 2 Ox, that kind of a thing. In terms of mana, we're fairly simple. 2 Den of the Bugbear. I really only like playing 2 of these lands, because the amount of times that this comes in tapped turn 3 and having it matter is a pretty big deal. Like if I want to cast Goblin Chain Whirler or the second half of Bonecrusher, it's really painful. 14 Mountains, 4 Ramanap Ruins to help give me some reach, and some Shatter Skull Smashings to maybe give me some blood protection to creature matchups. In the board, I had 4 Magma Sprays to get rid of those pesky Phoenixes and Cursive decks. Some Soul Guide Lanterns that I would use against like Rectus Pyromancer type of decks, another Oxybagonus. A couple of braids. You can't go wrong with this in red decks, and I've been bringing this in against creativity decks to help get their tokens that they think are safe. A couple Magmatic Handlers, again, this is more for the grindy type of matchups, so that I can fill my yard with Phoenixes or into filtering. And 2 Roiling Vortexes, which are really interesting. They help stop life game, which is really good. They don't really have things that kill people because of free mana right now, but sometimes it happens. And dealing 1 damage against decks that need turns to win, so like creativity combo that needs to dig, or any blue white control deck, or Jeskai control. This is dealing more than 4 damage in those games if you slam it on 2, and it's really hard for them to with. So even if they have 1-for-1 removal for everything, the Vortex will eventually get them. All right, let's get into some gameplay. Switch off. We'll do a deck cut. We'll do some of that okay. Enjoy a little orange soda while I'm playing. And so I haven't played a whole lot of the deck, but Historic's been really, really sweet, especially in best of 3Q. Like, I'm not playing against the same deck very often. I've run into Hardened Scales 3 times, Jeskai Creativity 5 times, and those are like the biggest meta shares because of the Hooglandia Open. And just being really cool decks. Like, it doesn't surprise me that Hardened Scales showed up. Ooh, what a bummer of a hand. I don't like it, but let's keep it and find out. Because I could just run out Managorger Phoenix, and then light up the stage, and then eventually Pyromancer win some lands. Ugh. Gotta plug in the phone. Okay, so drawing a little gas off the top is nice. It looks like opponents on some kind of Jeskai control, because who else plays Hollowed Fountain? Blink Moth. Interesting. And Serpent. So, what in the world could this be? I'm not in a hurry to deploy my Managorger Phoenix. I want to see what's going on here. In fact, if this is some kind of like Aura's deck, see, now I'm really happy. So my thinking is we'll get a pretty good opportunity to Phoenix and then hold up like Bone Crusher Giant number 2 on the other half. Phoenix not being able to block is kind of a problem. What is this doing here? Oh my god, it's in Soul Artifact. Oh my god, and it's gonna be huge. Holy shit. Pardon the French. So I've got a chump for like ever here. Okay, Soul Scar Mage. That's semi-helpful. Minor punts, but that's okay. So I don't really see a whole lot of use for Soul Scar Mage right now, so I'm going to hold it as Pyromancer bait. Actually, that's a lie. I'm just going to play it. And with everything that we're doing, we're just going to fire up, light up the stage. This is technically punished if I draw 2 lands here, but I'm never punished. Robber of the Rich is going to be helpful with that reach clause, and we presumably go faster than the opponent right now. How about Thought Monitor? Okay, this is so like this is a great reason why a brain is going to be great because it's just a kill spell. So we're going to do this. We're going to Soulscar Mage, and then we're going to attack with Managorger and Bone Crusher and see what they do. I kind of want them to kill Managorger so it's bigger. They let it all through. Okay. So Robber of the Rich buys me a turn. I can like eat and Ornithopter or trade the Monitor. Oh my goodness. Another one. So this might be a matchup where like Ornithopter is technically ahead. Um, hmm. Let's focus on the game at hand first. Depending on if they attack, I might just crack back because I'm fairly light at this point, and they've taken a lot of damage. Getting you with Bone Crusher Giant was a pretty big deal. They do have one more blocker that can summon a Blinkmaw. Stonecoil Servant X1. Another Thunder. Drawing 3 Thunders is ridiculous. And a Gingerbread. Okay, I take 6. So this might be a situation where so it's all flying. Yeah, I think this is a situation where hmm. So they're tapped out. They have 4 blockers against my 5 attackers. Yeah, I don't have a reasonable lethal this turn. All right, we're just gonna try and go for it next turn. See what draw step has. Ooh, baby. Yeah, this is quite helpful. So we get to push a little damage, kill a Thought Monitor, for 8, 10 in the air, of which 2 block. How much needs to stay back? They can block 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Let's see if they punt. Put opponent in position to punt. Oh wow, drawing 3 5-pointers. Jeez. Oh yeah, but yeah, there's no way. So definitely a braids. What are we shading? Probably Hazarets. Not as good when we are on the reactive side of things. Tempered Steel is an enchantment. We're kind of pulled to enchantments on the board right now. Ringleader is fine. I don't like Soul Stars so much. These are good. These are good. Pyromancer, probably not. I don't think I want the Magma Sprays. Yeah, and I think it's a trap to get into Roiling Vortex, so I think we just gotta try and be a little faster. This doesn't feel very favored to us. Because, like, Managorger Phoenix really lets you range deck. Oh, what a terrible hand. Okay, okay. I'm buying. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I kind of want to just get rid of Robber. Everything else is too value laden. So this Phoenix will always have haste, which is helpful. Flying Lifelink. Okay. I'd rather be deploying threats right now. Sus. But next turn we get to Ruins Bone Crusher. Portable Hole. That really takes the sails out of that play. So yeah, I don't really want the opponent doing anything that's for Sentinel. And so maybe next turn is like land Soulstar Bone Crusher. Bolt Scourge is very interesting. But opponents not having Tempered Steel immediately, otherwise he would just slam it. Open fun with a portable hole, maybe. Well, I don't know what you'd be looking for, but it has 4 artifacts, so right now, Thought Monitor is 2? Oh, jeez. Stokehood's a pretty good pick. Okay. Let's see if we can go for the bait. Bait not taken. However, I do not want to let them ever. Like, this is still a straight 2-for-1. I packs really well into the Ingenious, even if they play a bunch of stuff. And that's why I went for it. Tempered Steel would have been a disaster. But them taking the turn on to cast that is a big deal. Land is fantastic here. So I get to deploy Soulscar and Pyromancer and draw a bunch. Take that. Alright, let's see. Oh, wise guy, eh? A braid gets me back. Ooh, that's gonna be a good play to take care of Portable Hole, or just kill the Stone Serpent. But Portable Hole at this life total is range. Especially with this Ingenious Smith getting pretty big. Another interesting choice by opponent there. But I think I just braid Managorger back. Now if they eat Managorger with Stonecoil, I will stick with that. Now unfortunately I don't get the pip, but I do want to survive with first strike damage. God, first strike is a dumb mechanic. And then, maybe I top deck land Spyro or anyone dropping Spyro. Another one. Jeez. Well, I got one of my wishes. So I can guarantee 4 damage or 3 damage gets the I have gas about this top decking. They have good top decks like Pop Motor. Oh, but they decided to scoop it up. Okay, that was pretty tight. Got one Chamber Roller, got me there. Does red have enchantment removal? I need to find some enchantment removal board because that's really what I'm feeling. I think we right back even on the draw. I think this is pretty fine. Notably, we don't have interaction early, but we can cast spells. And that's a pretty good curve. Ooh, top decked probably the best interaction I could have hoped for in top deck because it's a kill, 2 mana kill anything instant speed. Okay, you've got my Star Mage. I'm not the beatdown. Alright, we'll just deploy our Phoenix. Hurt Scourge. I forgot that Phyrexian Man's historic. A ginger brew. Okay. That's an okay draw. Alright, let's see if they block. No block. We get draw 2, that's nice. And I think we just discharge for artifact creature. So the thing is, what do we get? I'm afraid of the brute, but currently I have another kill. Like I have several kill spells that get there. Yeah, I like this. The lifelink matters, especially if they drop Tempered Steel. Uh-oh, I might have to break that. So what do I do with this antenna? Yeah, I think I just Ringleader, give Spyro mana, kill the Ingenious Smith, crack back. I can also sneaky block Reckless Ringleader, but I'm controlling their artifact count pretty well. Next turn I get a Chandra. What are they running blue for? I don't think I've seen anything that cost the thought cost blue mana. So their current affinity is 5. This could get rough really quickly. Nettle Cyst. Okay. I think I just slammed Chandra. Yeah, slam Chandra. Run them out of creatures. I have to close pretty quickly because Shadowsphere and Dead Assist are going to be a problem. Tempered Steel mana. Yeah, the trample means it doesn't matter. That's okay. Another one. Oh boy. Just doing some lifestyle control things. Bonus guns. So honestly, them drawing lands right now is the worst thing that can happen to me because Metal Cyst, Shadow Sphere, Ginger, like Blink. That's a problem. But yeah, how many things have I removed? Or there's Thought Meter. So Robber is going to be active very soon. Not sure how I get out of this. I need the top of the deck to be really nice. Like one more braid. Their Spyro is kind of a rough draw. Okay. So I have 5 toughness and haste things. Scourge isn't the worst thing in the world. That UI sucks. It also was like really dope this game. Oh shit. Am I just dead? Oh my goodness. Just dead. Well, that certainly was a game, and that was a stinker for Phoenix. I gotta be honest. Opponent not playing removal makes Managorger bad. Like, so, let's hold up, hold up. Storage red removal. What do we got that can handle enchantments? Because that tempered steel sucks. All right, we'll give it one more match. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is red mid-range pile. So I got a creature deck. All right, let's see what they main deck really attacks. Interesting. All right, so this looks to be mono red aggro. Okay, so he's just gonna let the Phoenix do his thing. And I'm just going to discharge the Darcy now. Because next turn I can rob her Bone Crusher. But it probably would have been better for me to just rob her that turn. Oh my goodness, they spent burn on my Phoenix. Okay, I see it. Main deck's holding. What is this? What is this deck? Since we have Bone Crusher Trump, well, it doesn't matter this turn because I won't have the mana to cast anything. So all I have to do is stay in line at the opponent. These Bone Crusher, yeah, this Bone Crusher Tron is going to wreck them. I love playing mono red mirrors. Oh, I like it. I can get away with this. This is slightly mana inefficient, but it puts a threat on board, a very significant one, and it shocks them if they do anything. And this is why I don't run more than two. And we're just going to discharge and say we're the beatdown now. Ooh, double whiff. I was pretty sure I was going to hit land there, but I untap and win. Which way do we do it? We just show them two bone crushers. I don't want to get blown out by removal. Okay. So against mono red, they care about their yard enough to matter, and they main decked that stuff. Not the biggest fan of Pen's Red in the matchup. Chain Whirler is huge. Season Necromancer is going to be great. Managorger is fine. I'll shave a Managorger. It's still just a relevant 2 drop. Yeah, I like this. I don't need a lot of interaction to stave off the creatures. I'll take it. If I draw a second death, I'll be sad. Alright. Now I hope I hit land. So he pops in the face of Managorger. Maybe he's got one. Shock, Soul Guide, Skewer, awkward. So we're gonna hit there somewhere. And I think we just cycle it. We want to hit that fourth lane pretty bad. Oof. Okay. You win. From that courier. Okay. We just cycle it. We have the redundant puppy. Chain Whirler. This is actually the first time we've drawn two Managorger Phoenixes. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think we're just jamming Chandra. Because with this much reach. Okay. So we take Skewer. I know that sorcery is fairly limited in this deck, and now we're holding Soul Guide until we see a reason to pop it. There's no reason for me to be cycling. That's a pretty good reason too. So Chandra is a hammer. It itself has prowess. Sure. If I had no land, that would be a lot better. I'm willing to pump in the second spell here. They have to do a lot. Like, I'm at 19. They're not doing anything. Shade Brewer. Honestly, I should have just activated Den. I didn't think about it. Presumably, they have their own Chandra as well. But now I get a 3/3 Managorger. Ooh, this is actually perfect. Alright. In this particular game, this is where Managorger Peanut's strategy shines. Is the We remove stuff, which I don't think historic's right there right now. Static discharge. Okay. Pip pip. I think at this point I cycle Soul Guide. I have I have a third copy. Instant creature, yeah. There's Delirium on the board. Alright. You have to blink first. I'm missing some equity on activating Den. So let's start activating. Like, what are they doing? Just lands? Yeah, okay. You got it. So trading lands for spells is really good. Lands for spells for days. This is all stuff that's not going to my face. And I will eventually cast spells for, I need 3 pips. Technically, yeah. It could have been Slam and Shifter for a while. But Shifter just trades so nicely with Unholy Heat, doesn't it? And Static Discharge, so we're just gonna crush her. I'm not in a hurry. The opponent's gotta be the one to make the move. I'm gonna trade land for a spell. You are not. Okay. I have you dead on tap, but I'll kill you with creatures. Okay. Good game, opponent. I drew my sideboard cards, and Managorger Phoenix literally won that game. Very cool. Well, I'm going to cut it right here. And we'll see you later, YouTube. And thanks for joining. Tonight we had an interesting set of games. Managorger is eh. I'm not super excited about it. Maybe I need to put it in like a Faithless Looting, like mono red list or Faithless Salvaging list. Uh, but I think it's super cool. It's a nice recursive threat. Maybe it's something that shows up in like a blue red control, but I think right now creativity is the best deck. So yeah, I wish I could get a match history up for us, but I think we went 1-2 overall. Let's see what we have. So Yeah, so yeah, we haven't had a lot of success with this deck so far, unfortunately. But there are elements that are worth looking at. And we'll see you next time. I don't know what deck I'm doing next, but doing more. Happy Historic.